What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast here on TCGU University for the card game UniVersus. My name's Tam. I'm joined by
James
and Tyler.
What Study Hall is for the unenrolled. We've taken a bunch of your guys' UniVersus topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So, with that said, a little bit of housekeeping. I don't have my sheet today. Can you go over there and find the sheet? Yeah. If you like the show, please go out and support us on Facebook, Patreon, YouTube, Twitch. It should be on that white table right there. YouTube, Twitch, and do all the super rad, awesome stuff, liking, subscribing. If you want to see the podcast live and early, go to Patreon for just $1. We'll send the links out every Sunday around 6 o'clock. You can watch live and hang out with us in the chat. Looks like a couple of you guys are, and chit-chat. Big shout-out to all my Patreon supporters at the $5 or higher level. Andrew Dang, Clay Cardwell, Jay Rogers, Jarrett Hubbard, Jerome Weeks Jr., Justin Farst, Kat Maria, Kevin Broberg, Lucinda Letica, Paul Casagrande, Samantha Stevens, Teodoro Ruiz, and then Tyler Zane Pease. Big shout outs to them. And our sponsors, Cards Custom Build and Inked Gaming. We'll talk about them a little bit later.
You almost messed it up.
James, how was your week in UniVersus?
We played at the campus championship. That has actually just been my entire week in UniVersus. I mean, I edited profiles too, I guess. But
okay.
That's my entire week in UniVersus.
How are you feeling about the whole shutdown because of all the tournaments? Is it affecting you at all?
I hate just sitting around at the house not being able to play card games.
Not even that. I mean, like Sacramento got canceled. Does that?
It doesn't influence me as much because we weren't planning on going to Sacramento. Like if flights got cheap enough, ooh. But it doesn't really influence me obviously as much. And I usually just forget things are happening till I see a Facebook post, anyways.
Fair enough.
So like you say, you have like 45,000 things going on in your head. I sometimes have that, and I just decide, let's kick 49,999 away, please.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
And just sit with the one idea in my head.
I love it.
Or I'll get lost.
Tyler, how about you?
I recorded reaction videos. That's about it.
Okay.
In terms of like what I did in UniVersus.
On the DLC,
the
Street Fighter ones,
and Noob Saibot, which we're going to talk about, or Noob Sabat.
Noob Sabat.
Noob Saibot.
Without giving anything crazy away from your reactions, thumbs up, thumbs down on the new support. Because I've done like I've looked at and I've read the cards, but they haven't like mulled over in my brain yet.
Thumbs up on all of them, and M Bison was a pretty big thumbs down. I think he's went neutral now. He's a thumb middle.
Why was he thumbs down?
Because he's like lame. He's a mill character, and he doesn't like that fucking do anything.
He's plan B and plan C all at the same time.
But
see,
his attack,
burn your opponent.
Oh, okay.
His attack is real cool. Hit
me with it. Hit me with a spice.
It has air. It has real good stats.
Yeah.
And it gets rid of a card in your card pool and readies your character. So it's like Spike 2 is really cool with him.
Yeah.
Because he gets rid of the third card, and then you give it multiple 1, you don't get a momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You just got a momentum by getting a card in your card pool.
Yeah.
So that's... And also it has Fury and Air in a 6/6, so All Might loves it.
Yeah.
We got a comment by... what's his name? We got a comment for that.
Okay. Big shout outs to whoever Tyler can't remember.
Yeah, he comments all the time.
No, that's. Do you think check a 7's too much to read your character?
Magic Circle?
Yeah, Magic Circle.
Magic Circle 100?
Yep. He's the one that gave us that. I don't think so.
You don't think check a 7's too much?
I think that's fine.
How about you?
There's nothing in the game that really readies your character. So like
check a 7, that's for his attack, right?
Yeah. Check a 7 ready your character.
Check a 7 ready your character. I don't think it's almost nothing.
I think readying your character is really powerful because every character that commits to do stuff, like there's a reason why they have to commit to do it, right?
Yeah.
So being able to ready them and nothing does that right now, it's like it's.
I mean, one card does that.
Royal Poison says
Sure.
if the attack's blocked, you
two cards
you
do
destroy
that.
a foundation.
2 cards
readies
do
it all
that.
back up. What card?
M3C. M3C readies
Yeah,
your
that's fair.
character.
Yeah.
Once it
so
kicks.
like right now, Air has 3 cards that, or is about to have 3 cards that do it. So
Yeah.
like any Air character that has to commit for cost to do something really good, like they now have a lot of tools in their wheelhouse, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Cool design.
I agree. Hey, John, if that link's not wanting to send through on the YouTube, whatever, you can send it to me on Facebook, and I'll see if I can
You
find it
can
there.
also just send it to me.
James Stevens.
Yeah, if you send it to me, I'm right here, and Tam doesn't have to like pull it up while we do things.
True.
I'm also here if you want to send it to me.
I'm also here, John.
I'll leave. I mean, I don't have to be.
No, that's rad. I have played in the campus championship. I keep thinking on how to capitalize on this whole everybody stuck at home thing and bring the most entertaining, most educational content to everybody.
I think more streaming would just be cool.
I totally agree, which is why I'm all caught up on the campus championship from last week, and so like this upcoming week I get to just I think I get to stream on Monday night, and then I have to do the campus championship on Tuesday. And so I got caught up by one day, but I'll just get faster and faster and faster at it.
And then like Wednesday, you'll probably record the deck profiles, so you'll get to stream on that too.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Do you stream the deck profiles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am now.
All right.
it gives so like Tam's one issue with recording is he can't do shit by himself.
Yeah.
He hates it.
I'm very lonely. I'm a lonely
which is very
individual.
different for me, which is I want people to leave me alone.
James just refuses to make content. That's James's issue.
No, I just don't like recording with
I
people.
just don't like recording.
It's also not a false statement. I like my own time. Thank you.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is important.
I get it.
You're gonna drive yourself into the ground.
Nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I love doing it. Anywho,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, my week has been fine. It's been exciting. I've been thinking about how to keep myself involved in the game because, like, fellas, I said that I'm quote unquote retiring from the game,
But the game-
and then the game decided to take a hiatus, and so I'm trying to figure out what do I do now.
Tam, shout outs for UniVersus retired before Tam did.
Yeah. And so it's
Hey, there they are.
jumping on my Facebook. And so like I'm trying to figure out what all I can do in order to push through this hiatus, the small hiatus that we have in order to so small. Can I make it bigger? No, I can't make that bigger. Dang. We were hoping. Anywho,
Download and send it to me. And I can just pull it up on my phone.
sure. You gonna take over the cast?
I'll do it while you.
All right.
That was on your Facebook.
Yes. And so, I think the thing that I'm wanting to do is like I have to get back to the best TAM decks. I have to get back to the TAM's top 5 and just like really make sure that those happen. And I might just be forcing you to edit those.
Yeah. You took all my other editing
I've
things, so I guess it's fine.
I mean, if you want to back, man, I'm just trying to. I just want to alleviate as much from you guys as possible, and I got to make sure that like it really gets out on time.
Yeah.
Actually, nope.
Can you just not? Can you right click copy?
I already downloaded it. We're fine. I did not want to send it like that.
Anywho, but yeah, I've just been. I haven't been brainstorming any decks. I've just brainstorming like what does content look like.
So I'm supposed. I forgot to do the decks so far. I haven't done the decks for Tuesday, and I have to.
Oh, for everybody who hasn't heard, we're gonna be, and which is everybody.
This is
haven't-
actually
we
the
haven't
most
announced this.
exciting I've been. And then I realized I can't play.
Nero,
I can't that, and I can't play Napalm Man 1 inside my Quan Chi.
correct.
I guess Napalm Man 1 and my Quan Chi doesn't matter. Never mind.
You can play 2 though.
I choose the one that matters, and I was so depressed. I was like, I can't play
Anywho,
Napalm.
we are playing the Band Brawlers event, and we will be taking 8 banned characters since we just got 3. Click that link.
I am.
Since we just got 3, you can cancel out all of this. We
Yeah,
don't.
you're fine.
We don't need this anymore.
But here's the thing. I want it.
Oh, okay. We're taking 8 banned characters and running them through our normal campus championship with essentially old dogs, new tricks. It's gonna be exciting.
I wanted it so I can look at it.
Tyler's gonna be making some decks for us.
I already made 2.
Hype. What'd you
Yeah.
make?
I made Zoe and Shinnok.
Okay.
Shinnok is just like a lame.
Take the characters out too.
No, there's 4 characters that haven't been taken yet, and I've made 2 of those so far.
That'd be cool.
Shinnok is a lame death deck. Zoe's a lame air deck.
Zoe's cool. Zoe's hype. So yeah, I want to go ahead and jump into the first topic, which is Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot's lame. Noob Saibot's so
Noob Saibot's a
lame.
fucking cool character. So we're gonna stop you before you like make this all hate on Noob Saibot. All of Noob Saibot's support is fucking great. Can we all agree with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
I do think he's a very good character.
It's neat.
He's an extremely good character.
Whatever.
Now, Tim, tell us why you hate Noob Saibot.
So here's my issue with Noob Saibot. Okay, it is not the character itself; it is how they have packaged the character. Right inside of this DLC, they have made it abundantly clear that in order to purchase a playset of everything, you need 2 DLC. You get 1 character and 2 support, 2 attacks and 2 foundations. So buying 2 DLC is all you need in order to play any character out of it. Okay, it is a $60 purchase, and you get everything. You get 4 characters with each of a full playset of their support. Well, Noob Saibot is a stacking character who demands you have 4 of his character card.
Yeah.
And so it is just impossible. It is impossible to play this character without dropping $120.
Yeah, it's a base $120 deck.
Are you fucking kidding
The
me?
deck's not even out yet, and it's a base $120.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The only alleviation to that is that
You could trade
what
for
it turns what it turns into is that nobody's gonna buy 4. They're gonna buy 2, and then you'll just have to buy the Saibots off of them if you want to play them.
You have to trade people who don't want Saibot.
Well, the thing is now the secondary market says that Noob Saibot's what?
So regular would be probably a $5 card. Makes it maybe like a 10.
Like a $15 character card?
Yeah.
Rad.
It's
How fucking exciting.
I mean, Amy was $20.
But that's a special holo. You don't have to have the...
You had to show up to the pre-releases.
Yeah. And there's a common version, right?
Yeah.
You can't play a common version of Noob. It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's not possible. This is fucking abysmal. This is terrible. And I am a content creator. I have a platform, and I'm going to speak my mind about this. This is the worst business decision Jazzco has made in many, 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 many years.
Not to say that
in
Noob
my
Saibot's
opinion,
not cool.
Noob Saibot is rad.
Noob Saibot is fucking cool.
The fact that he did not come with 2 characters is
egregious.
What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
actually, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so what I want to get out is, what are your actual opinions? Because I'm very, very volatile about this. I think this is so lame, and I don't want to purchase more than 2.
So
to the point where I want to proxy them on the campus championship whenever we make it.
I already didn't like the price of this, specifically we talked about it on the podcast before. Is I already don't like the price of this, like, despite the fact of I'm a little okay with it now that everything's foil and whatnot. Originally, I was like, no, this is gonna be foil, maybe the characters or maybe like the attacks or whatever.
Yeah.
But like everything's foil, so like it works out, and like they are really sick. They're really sweet foils and whatnot. But like I'm still against the super, like it's a really high price for like 12 cards.
Yeah.
Like it's real rough in my opinion. Like $25 for like 12 cards. It's a little rough in my opinion. But it's just worse for Noob Spot. It's so bad.
Yeah, I think it is super lame. I don't think it's something that they thought about. Right? They just wanted to make a cool character, and they're like, "Cool, let's put it out." And then like
they really
hindsight
aestheticed it.
is like, well, shit. We to actually make this work, we had to put 2 in the deck, right? Because like and then they just didn't do that.
So here's the either or, right? Either they didn't think about it and they printed this character, which Ryan and the design team made, and they knew it was going to be a stacker character,
Right.
and they only put in 1 as, quote, an oversight, which is a fucking huge oversight, to the point where I doubt Noob Saibot gets played in very many events.
He will never get played.
He will, because there are some whales who are willing to pay $120.
Sure.
Or
Hello there.
or I don't want you to, honestly. I don't want to support this. But that's a conversation at
We
the
need to
very
support
end.
our
Anywho,
local game store.
or we take and we knew that this is going to be an issue, and it was a decision to say, we can look at that later. It is a decision to put in a singular character.
That I don't want to think that's the thing, because that would be very, very shitty. That'd be like extremely upsetting if that was the decision that was made.
And I'm gonna bring it in, and this is totally conjecture. I do not know this, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Okay,
Just take it with the whole bottle.
the new design, or not the new design team. Excuse me, the new organized play team came from Dragon Ball, and this is a very, very Dragon Ball
thing
move.
to do, yeah.
This is a huge Dragon Ball move, like Time Patrol Trunks.
Yeah.
You got one holo and one non-holo.
$20 card, 20 to 5.
And it was an exclusive one-time print run. But even then, you bought 2 of those. You had a play set. What the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, but
how is it not?
To have a foil play set, you had to buy 4.
Correct. And there were some people who were like, I want all foils because that's how it works.
It was like
I want
$20 foil, $10 common.
on all non-foils because that's how I play the game. But at this point, it was you had to play foil and had to play non-foil. People were limiting how many of this pack you could buy because of how good that card was. Right.
Right.
$120 for this character. You fucking me. And then you've got a whole extra play set of shit that you don't care about.
Yeah. Especially since this is definitely not a character that warrants that much money.
Well,
It's not even that. It's no character in our game has ever warranted this much money.
Like that's if I might be more okay with it if he was super fucking good, right?
that's a terrible way to think of it.
Well,
'Cause,
so
like if you think it's okay because he's really really good, well then they're just splashing the market and just like literally gouging us for money over a good character.
like
at that point.
Josh, I don't believe so. We got a comment live that says they can still change it and add another one to each pack at this point, right? The answer is no. I don't believe so. I believe that they've already been shipped and printed. I think I think that's what's happened because we're already in the preview stages. We've seen everything. We've seen it.
They're repackaging Street Fighter.
I think they haven't printed Street Fighter. I don't think they've printed Street Fighter.
Comes out before this. This would be after Street Fighter.
I don't think they're repackaging Street Fighter.
They're
in the smaller packages.
In the smaller packages, yeah. It
Are
starts
they?
with Street Fighter.
Interesting.
But like
interesting.
that's
but
packaging though.
Yeah, this is packaging. They have to they have to repackage it.
So
they still have to go out and get that done.
What that would mean is that they have to crack every pack, slide in one noob sidebot after printing a whole bunch of extra noob sidebots, and then re-saran wrap it and then repack it.
If they haven't already printed it. Like if it's still being printed right now, they can fix it. Have a small batch, just like here's the early batch.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
I doubt it.
But like if depends on like if they have printed it yet.
Yeah.
Like I know they were not reprinting the Street Fighter cards itself, but reprinting and reformatting the cases.
Yeah.
It's like at Worlds because it was Vegas.
Correct.
They had the Street Fighter ones in the big packages.
Yeah.
Because they had already gotten those and they had to reformat everything.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they do with that.
So here's the follow up before I get on my soapbox once again. How could they fix this
Make him a redemption card.
right now?
Make him a redemption card.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they just print a bunch and say, "Hey, pack redemption by Noob Saibot."
When's Mortal Kombat come out?
April 6th. No, it comes out May 1st.
Pre-order
Ending April 6th, something like that. Yeah.
So May. Then.
May 1st is when it is out for play.
What are your thoughts?
We don't see it on the list till September. We won't.
So you won't see redemption?
You won't see it for redemption till September. 3 months.
They make a special
And
occasion
that's
for it.
bare minimum. Bare minimum.
I think
They won't do it specifically because it ruins the sale value of the product itself.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Why?
I'm only buying 2 of these anyways, and this now the characters.
What if you don't want to play any of the? What if you don't want to play any of the cards? You just want the characters. Just turn a bunch of packs, and you never had to buy the product they're selling for.
Literally, just put Saibot out there.
Yeah.
Who cares about the other 3?
It is just Saibot.
Then if you only want to play Saibot, you have no reason to buy the things, which is what they want is people to buy the DLC.
Yeah, but
packs.
like, you buy. I think
you buy
that's
2,
fine.
and then you buy 2 characters, and then you redemption 2 characters. I think what you do
Like
is
his attack is a 4 of him.
You give
right?
us.
I don't think so.
You give us
It's a 4-2.
a thick
It's real
stack
good,
of
but-
noob Saibots to the premier stores, and fucking hand them out like candy.
That was another thing I was going to say.
Give them to premier stores. Be like, hey, sorry guys, we fucked up. The next time that this happens, it won't.
I just don't. It just ruins the value of the DLC. Then
But it doesn't because I'm only gonna buy 2 anyways.
what if you only want to play Noob Saibot though?
Then Jasco fucked up.
We already know Jasco fucked up.
Jasco fucked up. How do we fix it?
I don't think there's a way to fix it.
Okay.
You can't just splash an entire card into the market.
But like it's not like being like truly splashed, right?
Well, if we just give a fat stack of them to the premier stores,
Yeah.
it's just going to splash the market,
Sure.
which ruins the value of a Sabat.
Okay,
Perfect.
Fine.
Good.
Why?
Good. That's what they get for fucking up.
So then it just increases the value of the other characters.
Okay.
How much would you pay for our Cervantes right now? The Cervantes 2 dot.
$5.
Okay, perfect. Then all the other characters are $5 as well because nobody's buying more than 2.
So then you want to hand out a $5 card at locals for free?
Or
Yes.
then it's not a $5 card then.
Yes, I want you to actually hand out 2 of them.
Solid. So
Every time that you buy a Soul Calibur pack, I want you to hand out 1 more Sabat. That's what I want.
that makes all the other characters like $20.
It doesn't.
It does. You have to equate the value. The idea of the packs is you sell the characters for the value of what they're worth. If each character is $5 a piece, it makes each one $20 inside that pack. $20 for all the support and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
For each character
agree,
and
Josh.
the 2 cards of its support.
Okay.
If you just hand out just one character, it either decreases the value of that one character and raises the price of the others, or just raises the price of the other ones.
Okay.
I don't see
That's totally fair. But
Because why buy the pack if you can get the cards for free?
because you're not
only
getting the cards
getting
for
one
free.
card for free.
and
You
you're
get
not
2
and
cards for free.
Sure,
You're not
but
getting
it's
them- you're not getting them for free.
one card.
You have
for
to pay
free.
for a tournament. You have to pay $5
Do you,
into a
do you hear
tournament.
do you hear what I'm saying? Whenever you buy a Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat
You mean just
DLC,
hand them out for the
literally
with the DLCs?
literally hand one out.
I'm okay with that. That's
You
That's
buy
okay, I
you
guess.
buy a pack of the DLC, and I
he was talking
hand
about
you.
handing. I thought he was just talking about handing them out at tournaments.
I also think that would be
That's
acceptable,
terrible.
but
Don't do that.
So like,
You're just gonna raise the price of the normal characters because no one's gonna need to buy them.
but like,
Be easier to just get them off the secondary market.
that's only for Noob Saibot. It is literally only Noob Saibot.
Except no one's gonna. You won't need to buy them. Why would if you
So,
play
like,
Noob
why
Sabat,
would-
you won't buy the things.
But why wouldn't you
that's
play
fair.
his
That
his
if
support?
if you don't want his support and you don't want whatever, that is a fair point. You're absolutely right. Yes,
If you like it, just
but his support's really good in him.
I think his support's okay in him. I think the foundation's nuts.
right.
Sounds like
think
you
the
just bought
attack-
2 of them.
You can just buy the foundation. All the if you're like the issue is like you already buy them because you want to get the set.
Yeah,
That's the reason you buy them.
for sure.
You buy them because you want the set.
Correct.
You want the character in one place of each.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is you don't need the entire playsets of everything.
Except for Noob Sabat,
Yeah.
which we're giving away.
Also, with this game, you don't know if you don't need it because in the future you probably will need it, right? Like Hellfire Impalement is
That's-
only going to get better.
It's gonna get banned. It's not
Maybe.
even. It's not even a question in my head. Card's gone.
Anywho, here's how I feel. Here's the soapbox before we move on to the next topic. Ready? You have 2 options as a consumer. You either pay for 4 of these and tell Jasco this is an okay thing to do, or you pay for 2 of these and keep the market exactly where it is and don't play this character. There's your option. Borrow other ones from other people. If you pay for 4, you're telling Jasco this is okay behavior, and they're just going to reciprocate it.
The right move is just buy 2 and then buy the other 2 characters by themselves.
Buy 2 and then just don't or don't play the character. Borrow from somebody else who's playing it.
Buy the 2 other characters off secondary market.
Sure, that works too. If people at home vote with your wallet, if it matters to you to play Noob Saibot that much, spend the $120. I'm not going to discourage you from doing that.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people who want to play Noob Sabat.
Think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Noob
don't.
Sabat's a real cool character.
I don't disagree with you, but I think it's a real scummy move that they've done this.
I don't think scummy is not the word I would use.
What's the word you'd use?
I think it's very
Bad,
just
mean,
stupid.
not fun,
Scummy.
I don't think it's scummy. I don't think scummy to me means they purposely did it.
dirty.
I don't think they purposely did it.
There's
at
like
all.
30% of my brain that says they did. Like actually.
Trust me, I get the percentage and why you put the percentage there. Trust me. I played in Dines.
Yeah.
I get it.
So anywho, what are your thoughts on the Noob Sabat scandal? Let us know down in the comments down below. I would love to know what your thoughts are in order to purchase the Mortal Kombat DLC. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear. Moving on, we'll go ahead and jump into the main topic of the show, which is dealing with the lock-in. How do you stay involved in UniVersus as you are not allowed to go out and play in locals and do all of this? Do you guys have any suggestions for people whenever they are stuck at home looking at a collection that they've just recently bought and can't play the game? If you are super new into the game and you just bought a care package from one of the big retailers, what do I do with it? What do I do?
Go on to ufsultra.com
Mhm.
and just build decks. Just familiarize yourself
Mm-hmm.
with the cards inside of the game.
Yeah.
See what things you might not have thought of before. Just to like pass the time.
Okay.
Skype and Discord games.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Setting up getting a small webcam and I mean webcams come in with built mics. Discord's perfect for this. For the same way that you can play online on
Octagon and Untap
and Tabletop Simulator.
and Tabletop.
Yeah. There's plenty of clients online in order to do it.
It's actually quite a few.
And then lastly, honestly, and this is probably like this is the most
Go to your locals.
this is the most like
Support your locals.
this is the most unhealthy way is like if you have a singular friend, you can invite one person to your house, right? Like it is fine to every other week or so come over and be like, hey, let's play a couple games and then we'll go our separate ways. Wash your hands in between, right? Like that's okay. At least in the current time. Maybe whenever this comes out and we've locked down every single state and you're not allowed to leave, well, punishment by death, you know.
Right.
We'll walk outside anyways.
Yeah.
Punishment by death. Go to support your locals still.
But I think
Definitely do that.
there's a
Turn the thing off, please.
this.
Yes.
What are you hot?
A little. I'm getting
but
there.
I think one of the big things about this whole lock-in is it's going to give a lot of people some real good time to collab and jump into the lab and find some real unique stuff. Maybe some people who were jumping into events with half-cocked decks are able to jump in and really diagnose exactly what they're doing. Make content. I would love to see another big YouTube star come out of this lack of going out to big events and just going to your locals and just playing mindless games. Really put your brain into it. I want to give a big shout out to Ty's House of Cards. I believe that's the exact channel name. Ty's House of Cards. Yeah. He is starting to ramp up some big. He's got some interviews and some tutorials and so on and so forth that are happening, and it's all based on, hey, he's locked in his house and doesn't have anything better to do. So like, there are still plenty of ways to play, not just paper UniVersus but as well as online UniVersus. You know.
Mm-hmm. I think tabletop simulators. How many? So you play on tabletop a lot, don't you?
A lot is stretching it. I have played. It's the only place that I have played online, and I've played 6 matches.
Okay.
And they've been fun. They've been super fun. It's very easy to use. The deck building is super simple. You just jump on Discord and use a headset and communicate with your person. There's a lot of hotkeys. You can like look at the top, scroll over the top of your deck and press 6, and it'll draw 6 cards for you.
Right.
And so on and so forth. There's a lot of integrated things to just make it happen.
Yeah, Josh, all of like Untap. I'm pretty sure Octagon's gonna have this problem too if they don't already have it. I haven't checked on Octagon, and Tabletop Similar are all gonna be running real slow.
Yeah, it's because everybody's
Influx,
playing on.
yeah, just an influx of people. That's the only reason.
I mean, check your Call of Duty servers, right? They're gonna have the same thing. Like so many queues. I've had the issue with Hearthstone. Like finding a match is taking a little bit longer because they're having to match make so many people.
Mm-hmm.
They really probably should just simplify the matchmaking process.
Sure.
Just instead of trying to pair into
You
like
look at
levels.
Blizzard right now and tell them what they need to do.
Well, this isn't the
No,
Magic
look
podcast.
at. But go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if they just limit.
Well, we're done with it. So I think honestly,
Mine wasn't
your
a bit.
advice was probably the most helpful. Is really just familiarize yourself with cards.
Yeah.
Look at online content. Not to shamelessly plug. Not that I'm not above doing that. But like going out and discovering and finding and fuck it, make proxies and find a family member. Get your wife or your girlfriend or your partner or whoever to play to just play a match with you. Teach them the game. Like maybe it's something. I mean, there's only so many times that you can get mad at your spouse for playing Monopoly, right? And so like maybe teach them this.
Yeah,
this
because they
new
call
game.
the end of that divorce.
Right. Well, you can't go out and get divorced because lockdown.
Right.
But you know what you can do? throw big throws. Looking at you, Inferno.
And then finish
big
with the
throws.
divorce.
Yes. But like, there's plenty of stuff that you can be doing in order to make yourself entertain yourself as you
Are you not
start to
entertained?
play this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The last thing that I have to say about it is use your online community. We have Facebook groups. There is the UniVersus Reddit. There is Discord. There is our Discord. This is $1 on Patreon. That's nothing. Quarter a week, guys.
Nothing.
And then just come out and communicate. We can set up games out there. I know Legendary Wolf is doing a thing right now to try and have online locals. You pay the fee, you make your match happen, and then when you are allowed to go back into the shop, you can pick up your product. I think that's like really, really intelligent. And
Cool.
you could and should suggest your local gaming store to figure out how to involve that. I mean, they are currently not using their time as in-house stuff, so they could be organizing tournaments on Discord. I'm sure they have their own Facebook group. I'm sure your store has a Facebook. Start organizing tournaments, and that's not just for UniVersus, but that's for Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and all of it. Figure out how to organize tournaments. If we had more free time, I would love to sit down and try and host some online stuff, but I have no time to do that.
Support your LGS.
As best you can in these hard, isolated times. That's what I was looking for. Isolated.
I mean, you can still go to the stores.
You should.
You
go
are
to the
not
store.
supposed to. That is the point. You are not supposed
What do
to.
you mean? I mean, I guess here we're only limited to 10 people, but
So
in general, you shouldn't go out.
in Nebraska,
yeah, in Nebraska.
we have done a really good job of stopping the virus because of everybody being real chill about like not going out places. But in like, let's say New York, where
Yeah.
I don't know, one of the big heads
Some
of
stores might be, yeah.
they've locked the entire city down. They've locked the entire
They did it
state
to
down.
San Francisco too.
Perfect. So anybody who's playing UniVersus in San Francisco cannot go to their local store to support the local store.
I mean, some stores are still open.
Sure, but you should probably just not go out.
The advice
Just to
is
be safe.
We're
the
gonna end
advice
this
is
'cause I
listen to the CDC. They are much more professionals
definitely.
than we are talking here on a trading card game podcast. We'll end it there. With that, we're going to go ahead and cut to an ad break and come back and hit our last topic. The first sponsor of this week's podcast is InkedGaming.com. Are you looking to get a custom playmat? Well, then we suggest you check out InkedGaming.com. They have custom playmats, dice bags, mouse pads, and much, much more. Shot out of a cannon. James, what would you get on a playmat if you had to pick one right now?
7 Swell from Eureka 7.
What is that?
It's like the aftermath of like them launching a nuke practically.
I love Nuke.
I love
I
nuke.
love Nuke.
Yeah.
Technically, it's like a reaction between like a robot and.
Well, you can get it. You can get it on a playmat. What would you get?
I'm changing. I'm Izuken.
Izuken.
Yeah.
What is that?
Stop!
anime.
No.
New anime.
right now.
Yeah.
I've fallen in love with it.
Is it really good?
It's
It
like
is-
Ed and Eddie the
it is-
anime.
So
It's
it
the
has
way
been
it's described
described
to me.
as if Ed, Ed and Eddie was an anime about 3 girls making an anime.
Wow. Well,
It is also made by the same guy that made Ping Pong the animation.
I'm super in. You could definitely get that on a
course
playmat
it
with
is. Ping Pong the
inkgaming.com.
animation.
Spider-Man, obviously. They even recently added stitched options to their playmats and mouse pads as well. I've got a couple of these stitched playmats. They are exceptionally good. They're so good. Edges never fray, they never curl, nothing. So if you want to get 10% off of your order, please use the code TCG University, all caps, no spaces at checkout, and help support the channel by customizing your game to your style. In addition to Ink Gaming, we've also got Cards Custom Build. Are you in a cosplay? Looking to get in a cosplay? Or you want to show up to events dressed as your favorite character? Well, Cards Custom Build can help. Cards Custom Build creates everything from cosplay accessories like props, trinkets, or weaponry, all the way to full costumes, full stop. James, if you had Cards Custom Build making something right now, what would it be? It could be anything. Full costume or...
It'd probably be Weiss's weapon from Ruby.
Are you sure? Because he could easily make the gun from Gears of War. Easily. The big chainsaw gun?
There's a lot. There's a lot I would want.
Well,
Okay?
give me an example.
Yeah, you got the Gears chainsaw.
Uh-huh.
You got the Halo sword.
Uh-huh.
You got a bunch of things you could do.
He would do some sick stuff with that Halo sword. Just saying. It'd be real pretty. Tyler, how about you, man? What would you want?
Something from Steven Universe, I think.
Yeah?
You
Yeah.
get the Steven Universe shield.
The shield and the sword, or like Garnet's gauntlet.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
Those sound hype. Those sound hype. So if you want a cosplay made of perfectly flowing cloth or maybe a rigid battle armor, the new Mandalorian show just came out and finished. Season 2's coming out. He's an expert at making a bunch of nerdy Star Wars stuff. The work is guaranteed to make you the talk of the con. So go over to Cards Custom Build on either Facebook or on their Etsy account. Link will be in the description down below. Make sure to mention that TCGU sent you their way, and you will get 5% off your entire order. Back to the show. All right. Thank you for those beautiful, amazing ads. Into our last topic of the show. We're kind of grooving through this one. This has been really fun. My Hero and UniVersus is coming out with a brand new tournament format. We are not going to be talking about the possibility of stuff getting canceled. We're not going to be talking about that. We're assuming that tomorrow we're all going to wake up and COVID gone. And so we're just going to be able to go out and do whatever we want. And the plan currently is with the release of the My Hero packs, we are having a turbo starter of Midoriya and Bakugo. We are having the boxes that we can play, as well as My Hero Academia collectible card game plus Ultra tournament kits, which include their own plus Ultra pack. So, included in this pack, and this is on, I'm going to look up at the top because I want to give credit to the person writing the article, is the Pulse of the Game Industry. They are keeping up with a lot of TCG news, so make sure you go out and support and give them an actual click on the link, as well as listen to what it is that we're saying. That's fine too.
We can probably put the link in the description.
True, we could. With this though, I'm just going to read their small description. Power Up Your Decks with the exclusive Plus Ultra Tournament Pack 1. This set features 5 new characters entering the fold. Who will you play? This kit includes 16 Plus Ultra Participation Packs, 8 Plus Ultra Prize Support Packs, 3 promotional posters, and 1 tournament manual and a playmat. So, what...
Is this saying 5 characters exclusive to these packs?
That's what I want to ask. What it says... 5 new characters.
That's definitely 5 characters not
entering the fold.
That's definitely 5 characters not already in the set.
So my question is the overall question, whenever we're done, is this a good or a bad thing for the game? But what is your first reaction, your first opinion when you see that this set will feature 5 new characters entering the fold?
I think...
Diversity?
No.
That's 26 characters.
I just don't. Okay. I don't want to be negative, but I've never liked how Dragon Ball
Go on.
does its promo stuff.
Uh-huh.
How it has a bunch of exclusive cards that you can only get by winning at tournaments.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think that is a fun thing.
Yeah.
Man, you
like
must really
that's-
hate this next upcoming UFS year, huh?
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be.
It's not something that I super enjoy.
Why? It doesn't... These cards are going to be available later. I can almost guarantee that. They'll definitely end up in Redemption.
Do
I'll
you
bet
think so?
Yeah.
So you think this is an okay thing?
I think this will be fine. It's exclusive to the My Hero tournament. The My Hero tournament needed something to like support it, because if you're gonna play My Hero, you want more My Hero, and if you already have all of My Hero, what are you gonna show up for? Besides just the glory of winning, I guess.
Sure.
You need some incentive besides just winning. New stuff is new stuff still.
So there's yes and no. Obviously, there are some people who their point of playing a card game is financial gain,
Yeah.
right? But that is not your normal UniVersus player's mode of operandi.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what we play for. We play for the thrill of the win. We play for the fight of survival. We play for what's the other next lyric of that song? Anyways, we play for the glory, right? We play for the card. We play for all of this. My issue with this, and not to also be negative, is I would rather these be all like alternate arts that are exclusive as opposed to new characters, because it's going to change up the meta in such a way that there's going to be some people who are just not going to have an opportunity to get this. I feel it's the same way as like it is this unwritten rule that all of the champs don't play their card when they're first released. It's just an unwritten rule that none of the champs do.
I'm going to hell play my card if I get a champ card.
But the first tournament you're allowed to go to, there's like this unwritten rule that you just don't do that.
Why?
That's just how that is the pride that has existed, and you can fight that. You're more than welcome
I'm definitely
to.
gonna fight it if I win a card.
But like the
Fucking
anytime,
card.
So the only person I've actually seen do it was Tim Keefe playing at the Rockford PTC. He was playing Tim Keefe 3, but at that event, he handed it out to everybody.
Yeah. Cool.
The other issue with that, and the other person that did it, and obviously no shaming, it happened, whatever, who cares. I don't have a problem with it, is Jacob Johnson at that same event played Mike Hardiman, who had been shipped his stuff over at the UK and had not had a chance to distribute it to anybody. He had got it out to one person, Chris Smith. Chris Smith let Jacob borrow it.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a small issue with, oh man, I got beat by a character that I didn't have a chance to play against.
Right.
I didn't have a chance to even attempt to play that character. There's not an option.
Well, that's the exclusivity of what the champ card's supposed to be. Like, that's what it is. You get 3 months to play it by yourself, or give it to whoever you want, before Jasco gets the ability to do whatever they want with it.
Okay.
It's part of the deal.
But what I'm saying is does this go against not the rules of Jasco, because it's happening, the rules have happened. Does it go against the spirit of what the community, the precedent that they have set forth?
No, it goes exactly with it. Despite the fact that we do have playsets of them, how do you feel about the Street Fighter promo, the Cowboy Bebop promo, the Mortal Kombat promo, the ones you got for playing in Premier Store events and topping those Premier Store events?
I'm okay with them. I'm fine with them, but they're not characters. They're not the main focus of a deck. They are like one ofs or two ofs. They are fine cards that aren't the focus of a deck. The Bebop card, none of those cards are meta defining. What happens when there's a Jeddah in here? What happens when there's a Gil?
Jeddah in here?
What
just
happens?
happens.
What happens when
that-
there's
that
a
makes like a
Quan Chi
$70
one out of
character
Liu
card.
Kang? Yeah, it's. I don't even care about the price point. I care about the meta being healthy and fun.
There's no price point for this.
The secondary market price point.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when this comes out and there's a Jeddah, that makes like a $70 character card.
I think there'll be more. I think there'll be plenty of them to not worry about that. Like, I don't think it'll be an issue.
I mean,
That's a fair opinion to have. Yeah.
I think this.
The kit includes 16 packs
Mhm.
with 8
16 participation packs.
Yeah.
And then 8 support packs for prizes. So if you show up, you can have one. If you have a 16-person event, you get
Yeah.
entry packs, and then for
Yep.
8 packs for prize support.
Yep. I think that's fine. With that exactly, it's fine. Everyone gets a pack at the start.
Yeah.
Everyone already gets packs. Who cares? It's not going to create an issue at all. It's not like you top an event, you get these packs. Everybody already gets the packs.
Yeah.
Just if you top, you get a couple more, which I
Sure.
think is fine. It's how UFS works. It's how card games work.
Well, the thing is like there was such exclusivity with the Dragon Ball cards, and they were on like I remember the Gohan being $50, close
Yeah.
to like $90, and it's $90 at one point. The 4-drop
A bunch
Gohan,
of stores also broke their agreements and sold them instead.
which is a thing that is going to be happening.
I don't see it happening too much for UniVersus.
But so the thing is like the larger the card game.
Jasco will shut that shit down. Like hard fast. The moment they hear about it.
But the thing is like what happens? We're already having an issue with some stores not getting Premier stores, right?
Yeah.
So what do they do about going to PTCs or even the My Hero events, and they just didn't have a chance to play Aizawa because he was in this special pack?
That's how card games go.
Okay, that's
how
a
it
fine
is.
opinion to have. I just wanted to hear
Just
it out
how
loud.
it is. Like, sometimes you just can't get product. There's a bunch of stores that can't get product right now because like you can't get it anywhere. No, can't get it from cross seas because everything's shut down. You can't just can't get it.
We are living in a world where COVID doesn't exist. That's the
It still happens. We had this issue with I want to say no, Darkstalkers didn't come out late, so that would have been I think 7th Cross. Yeah, I think 7th Cross. We had a problem with one of these sets as well, where they just got shut down by like an entire money term that I can't think of. Taxes. No. I'm thinking of a word, but I can't.
If you think about it,
They just stopped it from crossing the border. They were
Import.
just like importing. Yeah. They stopped. Just the imports were just like, no, not happening.
interesting.
Can't import it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was one of the problems we had with one of this. That's why I got pushed back. It was because they couldn't get it imported. This was before. I want to say it's before the Pokemon because I'm not sure if they ship Pokemon and then ship it back. I'm not sure that works. If
Anywho.
Pokemon has a one in.
So the other
States.
interesting point about this, and Josh brought it up in the comments, and it was the next thing I was going to say, is the My Hero cards are their own format, and this is cards exclusively for this event. But every My Hero card is inside a standard.
Mm-hmm.
So you're forcing people to play both events in order to play standard. Is that acceptable?
I mean, did Turbo have its own price support?
No. Turbo had a car. That was it. Turbo did not have exclusive cards. It was the last 4 of standard. That was it.
Turbo.
And so like
Turbo.
the thing that what was you
Sagaki.
Sagaki offering?
Yeah, the white border.
But
Sagaki-
there's other Sagaki offerings you can get not in Turbo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure these. Like I said, I think these cards will come out later as redemption. You're probably gonna be able to buy the packs.
You'll be able to buy the pack itself?
Yeah, off redemption.
Well, that's not how
They're not selling it.
how Dragon Balls worked at all.
No, I'm not saying it is. Jasko, you also can't just turn in packs to buy things from Konami for or Bandai for
True.
things. Like, it's not like redemption's going away. Jasko has a sweet deal where they turn in wrappers and get cheap on making more wrappers. Like, they're going to use that.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that this obviously there's more to be seen with the format coming out, but there's something that might be. I'm afraid of the negative backlash that this is going to have. In
Right.
UniVersus, it's very much been a skill-based game where everybody has access to everything, and there's no card that is bigger or better than anything else. And I'm just worried that there's going to be 5 characters inside of both the My Hero and the standard format that are just like really exclusive. Like imagine if Tim Keefe never had imagine if Tim Keefe never shared Tim Keefe 2 dots. Think about the meta that we would be in, right? You can just now get Tim Keefe's on redemption. And so like the fact that we're leaving out all of these other people, it feels a little hokey to me.
Mm-hmm. Dress is also bringing up a good point of the thing you were also saying earlier, is that it takes a long time for redemption to come in.
mm-hmm.
It's like there will be a few
Yeah.
tournaments where people won't be able to get it.
yeah, it's already like that.
Yeah.
It's already like that. It's been like that for years, and no one's complained about it.
Because there's nothing really in redemption that is so good that it requires you to get it.
Quan Chi 2 dot. If you want to replay Liu Kang, if you want to replay Ryu was part of that.
Did we get our Quan Chis from redemption?
Technically, no,
Okay.
but like
We got ours from,
you're giving them because we asked for them.
and they were price support at events
Yeah,
just for showing up.
that doesn't mean these won't be.
But as opposed to just like a singular card that's handed out every round, these are a randomized pack.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but like it's like I'm seeing this more as like closer to what they did for. Ooh, that actually might be what this is because it doesn't say how many cards. Can we blow that?
It does
up?
not say how many cards come inside the pack.
Okay, that's what this might be. I'm gonna see if I can blow this in the.
I need you to
It doesn't say.
actually.
So King of Fighters, when King of Fighters was a format, had 2 card like support packs.
Mhm.
They had 2 cards in them.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what they were. It was just 2 cards in between. Like I think it was like a 22 card set, and you got 2 of those cards.
Yeah.
It could be the same thing. That set had 6 characters, 8 characters, 4 assets, 2 actions, and then I think the rest were all foundations. And those were hella good. Hella good.
So the thing is, and I'm really glad you brought this up because I had forgotten about it. And I was talking to somebody about this and comparing these. Those packs were handed out like candy.
Yeah,
They were handed out fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
It looks like inside of a tournament, everybody's gonna get like 1, maybe 2 of these packs. Like, imagine.
I think the issue would be like Jasco doing the same thing they did this last year, where they skimped out on price support.
Well, I think price support this year is going to be really, really good. So I'm down for
Not
the.
from the looks of it, in my opinion. If that's our base for price support, I don't think it's gonna be that good this year. I think it's gonna look the same way it did last year, but with everybody coming in being new to the game, they're not gonna know the previous, so they won't care. You have no prerequisite for somebody to be like, hey, this doesn't add up. That's just how the game is.
Do you not remember us talking about price support for like last podcast?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna remember what we talked about.
All right. Okay.
Why though?
Because we talked about the fact that everybody gets 4 packs and then a play set of all the extra cards.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
then-
really cool.
But you don't think it's good.
Like I said, I think it's the middle of the road. I think this is a little below the road, but like, I think it's middle of the road. It's not as good as it could be.
I also think this is just for stores. I think this is for Premier Store events.
I have a feeling it might just be for the My Hero events. If it's Premier Store events, it won't be an issue.
I think there's.
If it's for Premier Store events, we shouldn't have an issue because you'll get these both in. I'm gonna guess we're gonna get these both in the My Hero format ones and the normal Premier Store events.
Well, I think that there's going to be both, right? I think there's going to be Premier Store standard events and then My Hero events, right? And I think these are the packs that are going to come inside of the My Hero events for the Premier Stores.
I don't like the sound.
And / or whatever. What are your thoughts? Let us know down in the comments down below. This has been a fun one. I'm a really big fan of everything Jasco's trying to do. I just think once again, just consistency is key. Making sure that everything is that we dot our I's, we cross our T's, we do what we gotta do, you know. And the very last thing, and I'll say it once again with the whole Noob Saibot thing, but with this thing, vote with your wallet. If you don't like how something is done, the biggest way to affect a company is with the bottom line. That's just how it is. Either they will, Jasco is super rad about listening and being open. So like use your mouth, use your words in a constructive criticism way. No reason to be a troll. But there are plenty of outlets that Jasco is listening via the comments on videos or the comments on their actual posts or the comments. Just as long as here's the number one rule: don't be an asshole, and then your voice will be heard, and then act upon how you feel. It's the only advice I can give you. So, any last minute thoughts before we close up the show?
No. Just the
longest pause for no.
Well, because I was trying to think if I had any more words to say about that, but no. If you don't like it, then it is good to let them know.
For sure.
Because if they don't know it's a problem, they won't stop.
True.
Right? If they think, oh man, this hurt us, or this is going to hurt us, or man, people really didn't like that. Like, 'cause that's why price support is better this year than it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because people really didn't like how they changed it.
Yeah.
And now they've improved upon that. And that is all because people let them know what they were cool and what they weren't cool with. So make sure you do that.
For sure. Thoughts?
Support your LGS. Support it.
As best you can. So, from all of us here at TCGU, thank you very much for watching the UniVersus podcast. My name's Tam, and stay learned.
Get learned.
Been learned.
We'll see you next time, guys.